إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أما بعد. طيب يا إخوان, today we'll start the second level of our deen.
Can I pray my 2 rak'ah sunnah? No, not now. There's women's upstairs, class upstairs.
Okay. طيب, we spoke about the 5 pillars of al-Islam. Inshallah, just quick muraja'a we're going to do. Regarding Hajj, what are the conditions of Hajj, ya akhi? For someone to go and make Hajj, what are the conditions?
If you can afford financially and physically.
Okay. Naam. So, 2 conditions. Someone is able to travel physically and someone has the money. Because when the ayah was revealed, what did the companions say? Mas sabil. What are the way for us to go? And the Prophet said, you have to have provision, your wealth, and you have to have the physical strength to make the Hajj. Okay. What was the benefit we say man istata'a, upon who's ever able to go? What was the benefit we mentioned regarding this qudra? What is the benefit regarding the ruling in Islam? What is the importance of that? Not sure. Allah didn't just say do Hajj, but He said man istata'a ilayhi sabil, who's able to make Hajj. We said that this is not only for Hajj, any ahkam in Sharia, anything in Islam, okay, that Allah commands us based on istita'a, based on ability, based on qudra. It's not just Allah saying do this. No, conditions are there. You have to do according to your ability. Okay, so fasting month of Ramadan, we said, is something that we have to fast. But Sharia has given us a way that if you are unable to fast, if you don't have istita'a, if you don't have qudra, you don't fast. You make it up. Okay, He's not saying now if you're ill, you still have to fast. La. You don't fast. You make it up and when you're better. Likewise, wudu. You have to make wudu for salah. But if you're ill, you can't touch wudu, we make tayammum. Okay? You have to pray standing up in fara'id. If you can't, you pray sitting down. Okay? That's what Allah wants. Yuridu Allah bikumul yusr wa la yuridu bikumul usr. Allah wants ease, not difficult. So we have mentioned this benefit because it's part of our Sharia. A lot of things in ahkam of Sharia based upon istita'a, based upon ability. Even if it's fard, if you can't do it, then you take the next option. Plan B. طيب. Hajj, Salah, Zakat, we covered all this. Siyam. Try and memorize these adillas, inshallah. So today, inshallah, we'll start al-martabatu thaniya, the second level, inshallah. So we said deen is how many level is deen?
3 levels.
What's the first one?
Muslim, Mu'min, and Ihsan.
Muhsin, okay. Islam, Iman, and Ihsan. So we've covered the first level of our deen, which is Islam. Today we'll start the second level, al-martabatu thaniya, which is al-Iman. Now, first of all, we have to understand what is Iman. Now, Iman, we have a definition of Iman which based on Quran and Sunnah. We have definitions which are not from the Quran and Sunnah. Okay? So we're going to explain all that. First of all, what does Iman mean linguistically? Okay? Because in Sharia, you have Iman, the word Iman comes in Sharia, in Quran, which mean linguistic meaning and Islamic meaning. We'll give you all the meaning, inshallah. So first of all, linguistically, Iman mean, I've mentioned that before, is as-tasdeeq. Tasdeeq, meaning to believe. Okay? If I say to amantu bik, I believed in you, I trusted you. It's like saddaqtu bik, I trusted you, I believed you. And this definition, linguistic definition, is taken from the Quran. When Yusuf alayhi salam, when the plot of Yusuf alayhi salam against him, when the brother they took him and they plotted against Yaqub alayhi salam. And they came and said to the father, what did they say? وَمَا أَنْتَ بِمُؤْمِنٍ لَنَا. That you will not, mu'mini, I mean, you will not trust us, you will not believe us, because he was eaten by the wolf, Yusuf alayhi salam, but he was thrown into the well, isn't it? So the ulama says here, mu'min means musaddiq, tasdiq means to believe. Okay, it's linguistic meaning. You know, believe us, you know, trust us, oh Father, what we're going to say to you now. Okay, Shara'an, Islamic, when we talk about Iman, and scholars are given the definition of Iman, and the first one is Imam Ahmad rahimahullah said, Al-Iman wa qawlun wa amalun yazid wa yanqus. Basic definition, that Iman is statement and action, increase and decreases. طيب. Now, some of the ulama, other ulama have says, I can give you the name like Imam al-Ajurri, Imam al-Lalaka'i, Imam al-Bayhaqi, Baghawi, all of them, they said, Imam Abu Hatim al-Razi, Abu Zura' al-Razi, they said Iman, qawlu bil-lisan, tasdiqu bil-janan, okay, قول باللسان إقرار تصديق بالجنان وعمل بالجوارح يزيد وينقص. Okay, they said that Iman is to believe in the heart, is a statement of the tongue, belief of the heart, action of the limbs, and increase and decreases. Okay, and some of the ulama says like that without this definition, your Iman is not complete. If you just believe, it's not enough. Okay, so we have to understand, this is quite important important topic, that we have to understand Iman is not just statement and belief. We have to act. A'mal, worship is part of our Iman. Okay, without action, just merely believing it is not enough. Iblis believes in Allah Azza wa Jal. Subhanallah. Okay, so these are the definition of Iman given by the scholars.
It means safety as well. Aman. Safety.
That's linguistic, yeah. That's linguistic, yeah. So that's another definition the ulama gives is that the noon, khamsa noonat, the 5 noons, and this is also good, inshallah, to memorize if you can. They said khamsa noonat is that they said اعتقاد قول باللسان اعتقاد بالجنان عمل بالأركان يزيد بطاعة الرحمن وينقص بطاعة الشيطان. Okay, طاعة الشيطان. So they say it's all noon, isn't it? 5 noon. So the قول باللسان, statement of the tongue, lisan and with the noon, isn't it? تصديق بالجنان and with noon. Janan is the heart. Okay. وعمل بالأركان and with the noon. Arkan is the pillars. Tongue, your hand, your limbs, everything, the pillars, the part of the body, the limbs. يزيد بطاعة الرحمن. The Iman goes, increases with the obedience of Ar-Rahman, and with the noon. وينقص بطاعة الشيطان. And the Iman goes, decreases with the obedience of Shaitan. So these are noon, khamsa noon, on the definition of Al-Iman. طيب. So when we talk about Iman, my brothers, the Iman comes in the Quran and the Sunnah, linguistic meaning and Shar'an. So linguistic one, I've given you, وَمَا أَنْتَ بِمُؤْمِنٍ لَنَا, means to trust, to believe. When Yusuf alayhi salam's sons or brothers, they went to Yaqub and they told him that. The second one is, فَآمَنَ لَهُ لُوط. فَآمَنَ لَهُ لُوط. And I tell you how you know it. The Lut alayhi salam believed in Ibrahim alayhi salam. Ibrahim alayhi salam, the ulama have said that he lived in Kufa, yeah? And he was giving a lot of da'wah to the people. Okay? And people were responding to the da'wah. Land of Su, Kufa was a very disobedient place. So they weren't listening to his da'wah. So what happened was that he wanted to be a muhajir. Inni muhajir ila Rabbi. So I'm making hijrah to my Lord, which is, Ibn Mufassirun said, it means going to Sham, land of Barakah, Mubarak, a noble place. So Ibrahim alayhi salam, his nephew Lut and his wife Sarah, they made the hijrah. The first person to make hijrah, the first person to migrate was Ibrahim alayhi salam. He migrated from Kufa to Sham with his family. So when Allah said about Lut alayhi salam, فَآمَنَ لَهُ لُوط, Lut alayhi salam believed in Ibrahim when he said we're going to make hijrah. صدق له, he believed in him. فآمن here mean, iman here mean صدق, he believed, he trusted him. Okay, they're going to go and leave Kufa and go to Sham. Okay, and that's what they have done, and that's where they went. And so Lut alayhi salam was a nephew. He's the son of Ibrahim's brother Haran. You remember the brothers? Nahur, Ibrahim, Haran. You remember those names, inshallah. Tayyib. So that's the linguistic meaning. How do we know? Yes, the ulama says that after long research, after iman, if it comes lam, means linguistic meaning. So فَآمَنَ لَهُ, lam isn't it? That means linguistic meaning. وَمَا أَنْتَ بِمُصَدِّقْ لَنَا, lam isn't it? That means this iman here means linguistic meaning. Just to trust, is to believe. You won't believe us. Linguistic meaning here. Shara'an, after iman comes ba. So the ayah, there are many of them. I'll give one example, inshallah. Allah says in the Quran, فَإِنْ آمَنَ بِمِثْلِ مَا آمَنْتُمْ بِهِ فَقَدْ اهْتَدَوْا. فَإِنْ آمَنُوا, if the people believed, بِمِثْلِ, so ba isn't it? بِمِثْلِ مَا آمَنْتُمْ بِهِ فَقَدْ اهْتَدَوْا. If they believe the way you believe the companion, then they will be guided. So here shows one, the virtue of the companions. And there's the Salaf, the pious predecessor. If we live our life according to them, we will be guided. So here iman mean, this ayah mean, believe in the heart, statement of the tongue, action of the limb. So basically, if we live our iman is according to the iman of the Salaf, companions, they will be guided. It's not linguistic here now. It's a'mal, worship, following the right belief. Okay? So, as we have mentioned that these are the definition of iman. Okay? And Shaykhul-Islam also said, inshallah, it's good to remember this thing. He said, إِنَّ الْإِيمَانِ وَالدِّينِ مَبْنِيٌ عَلَى قَوْلٍ وَعَمَلٍ. قَوْلُ بِاللِّسَانِ وَقَوْلُ بِالْجَنَانِ وَعَمَلُ بِاللِّسَانِ وَالْعَمَلُ بِالْجَوَارِحِ. He said like this. He said in Wasatiyah, he said that indeed iman and deen built on statement and action. Then he explained, he breaks it down. Statement of the tongue and statement of the heart. Then action of the tongue and action of the limbs. He says that. Okay? So what are these worship? This is whole deen, this is iman. So it's not just belief then. So iman, everything that we do for the sake of Allah is part of iman. Okay? So I believe. So what is the statement of the heart? Statement of the heart is to believe. The belief that we have about Allah, He is one, He is above the throne. We believe He is the one who deserves the worship. We believe in Rububiyyah, Uluhiyyah. These are all statement of the heart. Whatever belief that we have in the heart, belief in Islam, this is statement. Okay? Action of the heart is what? Now, intention, love of Allah, fear of Allah, hope of Allah. These are all action of the heart. Okay? Now, statement of the tongue. Okay? Such as statement could be, statement of the tongue is to testify la ilaha illallah. Or someone becomes Muslim and he says, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammad Rasulullah. That's statement of the tongue. Okay? Now then action of the tongue is the worship. Dhikr, reading Quran, things like that. Azkar, all these. These are good speech, good talk. These are all action of the tongue. Then you got action of the limbs. Salah, zakat, hajj, jihad. These are all. So Ibn Taymiyyah, he broke it down like that. Okay? So this definition encompasses a whole deen, my brothers. So covering that, after mentioning all that, inshallah, now we want to mention, moving on, inshallah, so we define what is iman, linguistically and shara'an. We explained all the definitions. And now what we're going to do, inshallah, we're going to talk about how the other groups have deviated on this, inshallah. So, for example, the reason we need to know this, so we can avoid this. Okay, this is a big issue in Islam. Iman, what does iman mean? Imam Bukhari said, I've met ulama from different land. Egypt, Yemen, Baghdad, Saudi, Kufa, Sham. I met ulama after ulama. Imam Bukhari said, none of them separated between iman and action. They never said it's two different things, it's one thing. Action is part of iman. Look, Iblis believed in Allah, his belief never benefited him. Abu Talib believed in Allah Azza wa Jalla, never benefited him. Fir'aun believed in Allah Azza wa Jalla, never benefited him. So we have to understand this mas'ala, very important. So, first people who deviated in this is Murji'ah. They say iman, I want you to remember, learn this inshallah. First category Murji'ah is that they say it is only ma'rifah. This is only just, iman is just to know Allah. Nothing else. So according to them, Iblis is a believer. Fir'aun is a believer to them. Okay, Abu Talib is a believer because he believed in Allah. Just to have ma'rifah, knowing Allah is enough. Okay, and this is the belief of Jahm bin Safwan. Jahm bin Safwan, he is the one who propagated this. He says he believed that the iman is just ma'rifah, just to believe it. That's enough. That's one of the innovation bid'ah he did. Okay, second type of Jahm bin Safwan is a very deviant person. Some of the ulama is not Muslim because of his bid'ah that he's committed on this and he propagated. So first he said iman just to believe in the heart. Just ma'rifah, just knowledge, basic knowledge is enough. Whatever sin you commit, your iman has no effect in that. Yadu billah. Tayyib. Second type of murji'ah, they call murji'ah because they take action away from iman. That's what it is. That's what they call murji'ah. Second type of murji'ah, they say that iman iqraru bil lisan, just to utter iman with your tongue. Okay, so in that case we say the munafiqun are the believers. Munafiqun, hypocrites. In Medina they say la ilaha illallah, so they never believed it. They are believer to you. A'udhu billah. Abdullah bin Sabah, things like that. They never believed it, but they just uttered their iman on the tongue. It's not enough. Yeah. So that's another problem. Another one, the next one is that they say the third category is that murji'ah, they say iman is just to believe in the heart. Just believe it. So Abu Talib is a Muslim to you because he believed it, never said it. Abu Talib believed in Allah Azza wa Jalla because before he died, he confessed, he testified that when Prophet came to Abu Talib, who supported and helped him so much, his dad brother is dying now. He said, if there was no problem with the community, Ya Muhammad, my nephew, I would have testified La ilaha illallah. Because there will be fitna problem, I'm not going to say it. Prophet said, Aba an yaqul La ilaha illallah. My uncle denied to say La ilaha illallah, and he died upon it. Abu Talib believed in La ilaha illallah, but he did not say it. And he said, I believe deen of Muhammad with my heart, but he did not say it. So according to the definition of murji'ah, Abu Talib is a believer to you. Yadu billah. The third category of murji'ah, which is the less harm, is that they say that iman, belief in the heart and statement of the tongue. That's the least harmful. Okay? No action. They don't put action part of the iman. So if the action is not part of iman, so you can do whatever you want. Do all haram. Because you don't believe it's part of iman. And they say that as long as you have these two, whatever sin you commit, it doesn't affect your iman. So you're telling me Abu Bakr Siddiq and you are same. What are you trying to say? A'udhu billah. So murji'ah, this is their category, the different level of murji'ah, who takes the action away from iman. This is one. Okay? Then you got another one, the Khawarij.
It's murji'ah in 3 types.
No, 4. We mentioned 4. Yeah. Well, I'll give it at the end, inshallah. Just leave it now. Khawarij are the other one. They're very extreme. They're Muslims, but they are upon bid'ah. Khawarij say exactly the iman, the definition as the al-Hadith gives. They say iman, believe in the heart, state of the tongue, action of the limbs. They will never take action away from iman. Action is part of iman. That's how it is. But you know what the problem with them is? They say, there's no evidence for that. They say, when you do one major sin, all of your iman goes. Time of Prophet ﷺ, Sahabas commit major sin. He never say kuffar. Never. The Sahabiya from Ghamidiyya, she committed zina. She came to Prophet ﷺ, Ya Rasulullah, purify me, naqqini. Prophet turned his head away. Prophet saying, go make tawbah. Okay? No ayah revealed from Allah to say she's a disbeliever. Never. That's enough evidence. So Prophet, she will not. She's adamant. She said, Ya Rasulullah, purify me, stone me to death. She was married. She fell into the zina with a farmer or something like that. But look how sincere she is. She said, okay, when you give birth, come back. So she went, she gave birth, she came with the baby. Ya Rasulullah, purify me. So go breastfeed the baby, after 2 years, come back. She came back after 2 years. She never ran away, akhi. She could have run away. Prophet will not chase behind her back. She came back with the baby. She still willing to go through this, stoning to death. So what happened? Prophet took the baby, and then he said, who will take the care of the baby? And one of the companions took it. So she was stoned to death, akhi. She want to go through that. Islamically, she doesn't have to. She can just make tawbah, khalas. That's what Prophet wanted her to, because this is hard. So when he stones a fornicator who's married, that's the had. So what happened? She was stoned to death. A Sahabi cursed her. Prophet said, never cursed her. Don't curse her. Okay? Prophet is alive. No ayah revealed to say she's a disbeliever. Allah could have revealed, isn't it? His messenger is alive. He never revealed. This is her tawbah. She was stoned to death. The Prophet said, never ever curse her. Wallahi, if her tawbah, repentance, was spreaded among the Ahlul Madinah, would suffice it. Her tawbah. And she was given mother of Ta'iba. She is the mother of the repentance. Allah accepted her tawbah. Janazah was paid for her. Will you pray janazah over a non-Muslim? A'udhu billah. So, you Khawarij, you say Iman is what we say, but you say one major sin take out the full of Islam. What did the Prophet say she's a disbeliever? What did Allah reveal a verse to say she's a disbeliever? La. So many examples. Okay? So the Khawarij say that you commit major sin, you are full of Islam. If you die upon it without making tawbah, you are in Jahannam for eternity. Iyadhu billah. This has never been a belief of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So we have to understand the harm. We don't propagate this. We warn. We say, if someone commits sin, major sin, then we say make tawbah. Okay? Make tawbah. Another example I can give you, inshallah. There was a person who came from Saudi, left his family back home. It's in YouTube. And he fell into because he was exposed to sin, exposed to fitna and all that. He fell into the sin. So, when I say sin, he fell into fornication. So, it's a lesson to be taken. What happened is that he flew back and he was really sad. And he met a brother, and the brother knew Shaykh bin Baz. And he said, what happened to you? You're so sad. And he told him the story. He said, stay, don't do anything. Okay? And he phoned Shaykh bin Baz, the Mufti of the Saudi, rahimahullah, passed away. And Shaykh bin Baz said, tell the brother not to expose his sin. Tell him not to tell anyone. Tell him to keep it to himself. Tell him to make tawbah sincerely to Allah. And leave it to Allah. And he did that. You don't expose your sin. You never expose it. It's not something nice. Do you know what happened to the brother? Allah is telling everyone how he accepted the tawbah. The person died on sajda. The person died on the sajda. And this is how nadam. You know, we spoke about the expiation of the sin in Ibn Taymiyyah's book. The nadam was there. The guilt is there. And Allah accepted it. He died, but he died upon sajda. The best action he could make. Allah accepted it. Allah accepted tawbah, inshallah, he's in Jannah. So many evidences. Practically you can see zina doesn't take it full Islam, but it's major sin. But the Khawarij say you're kuffar. If you die upon it without making tawbah, you're kafir. Okay, even if he doesn't make tawbah, he's still Muslim. Because what takes you out of fold of Islam is shirk billah. Shirk. That's not shirk. إن الله لا يغفر أن يشرك به ويغفر ما دون ذلك لمن يشاء. Indeed, Allah does not forgive shirk, but He forgives anything lesser than that. And zina is lesser than that. Shirk He doesn't forgive in akhirah. So many examples you can give. So the Khawarij, they deviated from the haqq. So the middle path is Ahlul Hadith. They say that, okay, if someone commits major sin, he's still a Muslim. Shaykhul-Islam Muhammad said, هو فاسق بالكبيرة مؤمن بالإيمان. Okay, that he is fasik because of his major sin, but he is still a believer because of his iman. We cannot take him out of the fold of Islam. He's a fasik. If he makes tawbah, the iman comes back, then Allah forgives him, then he becomes a mu'min. But he's still a believer based on the Quran and the Sunnah. Okay, and we can give examples from Surah Hujurat. وَإِن طَائِفَتَانِ مِنَ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ قَتَتَلُوا فَأَصْلِحُوا بَيْنَهُمَا. When two group of believers fight, okay, the fighting is major sin or minor sin? Major sin. وَإِن طَائِفَتَانِ مِنَ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ نَقْتَتَلُوا. If two believers from a group, group of two believers fight one another, rectified. But Allah said, the mu'min. Even after fighting, Allah said they are believers. So we can have many evidences to say that, someone commits major sin is still a believer, but Khawarij, no, they're kuffar, against the Quran and Sunnah. So we say he's Muslim, he's fasiq because major sin, but he needs to make a tawbah, and if he's under the mashiyah of Allah, he's under the will of Allah. If Allah wants to punish him, he'll punish him. If he wants to forgive him, Allah will forgive him. Okay? So the Ahlul Hadith in the middle, and you got Ahlul Ifrat, which is Murji'ah, and you got Al-Khawarij, two different extremes. And we, inshallah, based on the Quran and Sunnah, obviously, Allah, we know upon the haqq, inshallah. Tayyib. Moving on. So, the Martabatul Thaniya, the second level of, is Al-Iman. We covered what Iman is. Inshallah, definition, everything. Then the Shaykhul-Islam Muhammad ibn Abdul-Wahhab, rahimahullah, he brings the evidence for his Iman. And he says, and the hadith says, hadith of Abu radiallahu anhu, أن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قال, إيمان وهو بدع وسبعون شعبة. Bid'ah is a number between 3 and 9. So it could be bid'un وسبعون شعبة. So it could be 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79. Another it says bid'un wa sittuna shu'ba, 60 branches. Some say 73 branches. So this hadith says anything 73, 74, 75, these are all branches of Iman. So Iman, this is the level of Iman you have, branches of Iman, so many branches of Iman. But Prophet does not mention everyone by name. Okay? Then he says, so doing good deed, smiling, treating somebody, giving salam, all this part of Iman. This is all khair, good ihsan, good deed. Then Rasulullah said, from all these 73 branches or 70 branches or 60 branches of Iman, the highest of them is La ilaha illallah. To say La ilaha illallah is the highest of them. Okay? Which is statement of the tongue, isn't it? Okay? وَأَدْنَاهَا إِمَاطَةُ الْأَذَى عَنِ الطَّرِيقِ. The least you can do is remove harm from the road. We might belittle this act, isn't it? Removing harm from the road. Oh, come on. Prophet said, never belittle small action. Never belittle. Okay? This is something that, and something Prophet said that Allah loves small action but continuous. So, you removing something from part of the road is part of our Iman. So, if you're walking down the road and you see glass or something, or a rock or something, some might fall over, trip over, you move it. Part of the Iman. So, the moving, the Prophet said, Iman is 70 branches. Highest is La ilaha illallah, lowest is to remove something from the road, yeah? Removing is the action or not? Action of the limb. Okay, thank you. Next one is Al-Haya Shu'batu min al-Iman. haya, shameness, is part of our iman. Where did the haya come from? Where is the haya? Where is the heart? So can you see the the definition of iman here now? Okay, the iman include all these three. Now haya, one of the noble acts. There was a man who was admonishing his son, and he told him not to have haya. Prophet became really upset. He said, "Don't teach him that. Don't teach him not to have haya. He should have haya." Okay, and the hadith said, "Inna mimma adraka an-nas min kalam an-nubuwwah al-ula, fa idha lam tastahi fasna' ma shi'ta." That the hadith means that inna mimma adraka an-nas min kalam an-nubuwwah al-ula, the word that reached every prophet from Adam till the end of the hour, all the prophet, the kalam that went to them is about haya. I mean, every prophet, they taught their people about haya. No prophet left that. It's a hadith. This is not a hadith. It's not here. Yeah, it's 40 hadiths there. We'll cover this, inshallah. Inna mimma adraka an-nas min kalam an-nubuwwah al-ula, idha lam tastahi fasna ma shi'ta. Okay, the word that every prophet had to teach their people, that teach them, is if you don't have a shy, do whatever you wish. If you don't have a haya, then do whatever you wish. You know, Lord, what haya does, it prevents us from sins, isn't it? Indecency. The haya helps us. If you don't have haya, do whatever you want. If you don't have no iman, then do whatever you want. And the haya is the best of the things that you can have. So haya is something that which is from the heart. Like Prophet ﷺ was sitting with a companion. Prophet was with the companion, hadith of Aisha, and he was showing his thigh. So hadith said Abu Bakr Siddiq, he sought permission. Prophet said, "Come in." Umar sought permission, said, "Come in." Uthman came, knocked to the door, sought the permission, he covered his knee, and then he came in. Aisha,
his knee or his thigh?
Thigh. Fakhidhi, fakhid.
Is his thigh awra though?
No, listen to this. Fakhidhi. Hadith say fakhid. So Aisha said, "Ya Rasulullah, when Abu Bakr Umar, you're exposing it, but when Uthman came, we covered it." He said, "How can you not be shy in front of a man when the malaika are shy?" Look at this. Haya. And fakhidhi is another hadith. A'mash. She showed his fakhid. Okay? And this was, "Ya A'mash, غطي فخذيك فإنه من عورة." Cover your thigh because it's awra. Anyway, so shows the haya malaika has for Uthman. The reason I'm saying is that this part of haya, we should, if you're righteous man, people feel haya in front of you. Look at Uthman, how malaika had haya for Uthman radiallahu anhu. So haya is from the heart, and we have to have haya. And haya is something that if you have it, alhamdulillah. If someone doesn't have it, then hadith says, do whatever you wish if you don't have haya. So this hadith shows, what does it show? Iman is statement of the tongue, qawluhu la ilaha illallah, and belief in the heart, which is the haya from the heart, and action of the limb, which is the removing harm from the road. So the three level of iman is mentioned in the hadith. Okay, that's what it is. This is just the three, but 73 branches. Other ones Rasulullah never mentioned it. We can say any good deed that you do is part of iman. Anything you do, any good deed. طيب يا إخوان, طيب, let's continue. When is Isha? How long we go left?
Half an hour left.
Half an hour. طيب, let's continue. Do what, inshallah. Now, وأركانه ستة, and the pillar of iman are 6. Pillars of Islam is how many? 5, mashallah. Pillar of iman is 6. طيب, and we know the hadith of Jibril alayhi salam when he came. That's the evidence you can use for pillar of iman. The first is أن تؤمن بالله, to believe in Allah Azza wa Jal. Now, iman billah is the first pillar of iman, and believing in Allah is the greatest thing on the face of this earth. Okay, that's what we are here for. Okay, it's not just pillar of iman, but he's pillar of everything. And without believing Allah, you're nothing. It doesn't matter what you are. You have no iman in Allah, you're nothing. Okay? You don't believe in the creator of the Lord of the heaven and the earth, the one who created you, subhanallah. So, believe in Allah Azza wa Jal, each pillar has pillars. So, believing Allah Azza wa Jal are 4 pillars. First pillar of Iman billah is the Imanu wujudu billah. Imanu wujud billah. To believe Allah exists. To believe Allah exists. Now we haven't seen Allah. How do you know He exists? We covered it, didn't we? From the signs of Allah, night and the day, the creation of heaven and the earth, what surrounds you. Okay? These are all signs of Allah Azza wa Jal. And Allah talks about them in the Quran and in the Sunnah of the Prophet. So yourself is a sign. Okay? Ourself, we are a sign that we are creation of Allah Azza wa Jal. Okay? So we have to believe Allah exists. Even when it comes to believing existence of Allah, you go up. People don't believe in Allah Azza wa Jal. They think we just came from nowhere. Maybe, I don't know, a monkey, whatever. But we just came. We just exist. No creator. How can you have a creation without a creator? Okay? Some of the, at the time of Rasulullah, there were some atheists. And they became Muslim just because they heard the Quran. Okay? One of the Sahabi, Jubair bin Mut'im radiyallahu anhu, he heard this ayah. He was in a prison. And the ayah was, Am khuliqu min ghayri shayin, am humul khaliqun. Ayah said that, have they been created without a creator, or there's a creator behind it? So when he heard the ayah, he started thinking about it. And he goes, Iman just came in my heart. I feel a fly. He says, Iman just came in. I feel a fly, the Iman boosted him up. Because that made him think, all this creation became creation without a creator? Or no, nothing created it? Yadu billah. So, Afillahi shak. Afillahi shak fatiris samawati wal ard. Is there doubt in Allah, the creator of the heaven and the earth? Allah questioning us. Subhanallah. So that's why Yawm al-Qiyamah, we worship Allah without seeing Allah Azza wa Jal. Okay? But look at this. Allah will say to the Ahlul Jannah, okay? He will say, shall I increase you anything? Do you want anything more? They will say, Ya Allah, O our Lord, you made us bright. You saved us from hellfire. You put us in Jannah. What else can we have? Then he will say, today, I'm going to expose myself. Today, I'm going to show myself to you. And Prophet said in the hadith, Yakshifu Rabbu hijab. Allah will remove the hijab. You worship me without seeing me. Today, I'm going to show you myself. And the hadith says, Sahih Muslim, hadith Abu Sa'id al-Khudri, the hadith says that there's nothing is given greater to my ummah, not the palace, not your family, not your house, not your river, not your garden, nothing, these are nothing, then more than looking at the face of Allah. Nothing greater than that. Because when you see the face of Allah, you'll forget everything. You forget your palace, you forget your garden, you forget your house, all this house that you have, you're going to forget the moment you see your Lord. And that's the greatest reward. So I say to the brother, the greatest reward is not Jannah. That's a creation. The greatest reward is to see the face of Allah. You've attained it. Obviously, Ahlul Jannah, people of Jannah, will see Allah Azza wa Jal. But seeing Allah Azza wa Jal is not same for everyone. Some will see Allah more than others. It's your righteousness. Okay, your a'mal, good deed. So, that's the greatest reward. And the worst punishment for the non-Muslims, kuffar, is not the fire, they can't see Allah. Subhanallah. They will stop seeing Allah. Subhanallah. So, if you know what I mean. So, first, is that the people don't believe in Allah Azza wa Jal. When it comes to believing in Allah, there's some don't believe it, they're atheists. Some believe it, that Allah exists, but they know where they are. Allah is where, but Quran teaches us. Allah is above the throne. He's not everywhere. He's above the throne. His knowledge is everywhere. His knowledge, His seeing, His hearing is everywhere. But Allah is above the throne. Okay, so we believe, there's the Lord of the heaven and the earth. Okay, nothing can become creation without the creator of the heaven and the earth. Tayyib. So that's the first thing. We have to believe Allah exists. Secondly, we have to believe He is the Lord of the heaven and the earth. And quickly just go over it. He's the creator, the provider, sustainer, the controller, the one who gives life and death. That's what rububiyyah means, the lordship of Allah Azza wa Jal. Secondly, we believe the uluhiyyah, that He deserves all the worship. Okay, every worship that should be turned to Allah Azza wa Jal. And the fourthly, pillar in believing Allah is that we have to believe His names and attributes. The beautiful names and attributes of Allah Azza wa Jal. That's pillar, that's in Imanu Billah. Okay, we have to believe these 4 pillars. Next one, we have to believe Malaika. Alaikum salam.
Your mic on, second floor. Mic is on.
No, it's off.
No, the ladies,
Upstairs.
When do they come? When?
they are looking, his program is running on this.
No, this is because we started a long time ago.
I know. Do you like to on the mic? The second floor
Because-
registrations.
Yeah, we've got 15 minutes left. Yeah, give it. Yeah.
No, but if they come, if we start, they miss lot out. So
Sister.
Yeah.
they have to listen from the beginning.
Bravo.
I'll go and speak to them.
If you have a group, keep the message, come on time.
What time the sister came?
I don't know. Just
I'll
now
go-
they
I'll
asked
go find
that
out.
there is program running or this program is running, but might be you need to go second floor. Now they are in second floor. Mic is on, okay?
Yeah.
You guys right there.
Sorry, brother.
We can sort this out.
You can announce, say you have to come on time.
Class starts 7 then, yeah.
Yeah. طيب إن شاء الله. Is it on yet?
No corridor. First floor off.
Fast flow.
It's not on. Is it?
That's what I was thinking.
Oh, by itself. It's not on though.
Okay, put them on, put them on.
Turn up.
Yeah, it's working now.
Okay, alhamdulillah. It's on. طيب إخوان إن شاء الله. So we were talking about pillars of Iman, and we said that believing Allah Azza wa Jal has 4 pillars. We have to believe Allah exists. Okay, we have to believe that Allah is the Lord of the heaven and the earth. And when we say Allah is the Lord, He's the creator, He's the provider, He's the sustainer, He's the owner, He's the one who gives life and death. That's what Allah means when we say Allah is the Lord. Thirdly, we have to believe that He deserves all the worship. Okay, we have to worship Him alone, submit to Him alone. Our love, hope, fear should be only for Allah Azza wa Jal. Fourthly, is that we have to believe Allah's names and attributes. This is one of the most important pillars, part of Iman Billah. Allah's names and attributes. And inshallah, if Allah gives us tawfiq, we'll explain it a bit more inshallah later on. So these are 4 pillars of Iman Billah Azza wa Jal. No one's Iman will be firm until he has these 4 pillars. If he deny any of them, then his Iman Billah is something wrong with it. If he says, I believe Allah exists, He is the Lord of the heaven and the earth, but I don't believe He should be worshipped. A'udhu billah. So all of them, if someone says, I believe in Allah, He is the Lord of the heaven and the earth, we believe that He should be worshipped alone, but I don't believe His names and attributes. No, your Iman won't be complete until you believe the 4 pillars of Iman Billah. Second one is that Iman bil Malaikati. Okay? Believe in the Malaika. And what do we have to believe in Malaika? We have to believe their names. We have to believe the names of the Malaika. Okay, first of all, the general belief and the specific belief. General belief in Malaika is that we believe there's so many Malaika. Okay, and the hadith for this, there's a hadith which says that in Jannah there's a Kaaba. They go around this Kaaba, and the angels that goes round never come back again. We don't know their names. We don't know their names. We believe the more than what we know about Malaika. So many Malaika. Specific belief is that this is it. We have to believe the names. Like Jibreel, okay, Mikail, Israfil, Malakul Maut, Azrael we say, Munkar wa Nakir. These are the names of Malaika. We have to believe them. Okay, we have to believe the Malaika. Thirdly, we have to believe the the descriptions. Description is in the Quran. Allah described them to be ibadul mukramun. Okay, the noble worshippers. وَلَا يَعْصُونَ اللَّهَ مَا أَمَرَهُمْ وَلَا يَعْصُونَ اللَّهَ مَا أَمَرَهُمْ وَيَفْعَلُونَ مَا يُؤْمَرُونَ. That they do not disobey Allah what they command them, except they do what Allah they obey Allah what they are told by Allah Azza wa Jal. Okay, so they don't disobey Allah's command. وَلَا يَعْصُونَ اللَّهَ مَا أَمَرَهُمْ. So whatever Allah commands them, they do it. That's why they're ma'asum, they're sinless. So these are the description of malaika. Also description of Jibreel when he was described in the hadith, that when he first came out, his normal description of Jibreel alayhi salam, that he covered the horizon. That's how beautiful he was, how big he was. Okay, we have to believe the description of malaika, the one which mentioned to us. Okay, their names, we have to believe the descriptions. We have to believe what they are allocated with. Okay, so Jibreel alayhi salam is allocated with wahi, isn't it? We have to have this part of iman. We have to believe that. If someone says, I don't believe Jibreel was allocated, I believe Jibreel, but I don't believe he was allocated with wahi, then you're not a Muslim. You can't. Because Allah describes him in the Quran. Ruhul Amin, the one who comes with the Quran. He came to other prophets. So we have to believe that he is the one responsible for revelation. He is the one who came down with the book from Allah Azza wa Jal, Jibreel alayhi salam. There's no any other malaika did that except Jibreel. We have to believe the responsibility of Malakul Maut. He's responsible just to take the soul of the people. We have to believe that. Okay? Munkar wa Nakir, what do? They are questioning in the grave. That's what they do, that's their job. Okay? Israfil, the one who blows the trumpet. So all the malaika we have, they are responsible for the task Allah has given them. You have to believe that. You cannot deny that. If you deny that, then you deny in the Quran and Sunnah. Okay? The last one is that we have to believe the names, the description, the task,
The existence.
and we have to believe their, I think existence, yes. We have to believe they exist.
The existence was beginning, he said.
Yeah. So these are the pillars of Iman bil Malaika. These four pillars, we have to understand this, inshallah. Okay. The next one is Imanu bi kutubihi, believing in the books of Allah Azza wa Jalla. Again, Imanu bil kutub is plural, it's not singular, it's plural. So we have to believe all the books. So we have general belief and the specific belief. The general belief is that we have to believe the books are given other than the books we have. Their names are not mentioned, we have to believe them. Their books are given to other prophets. Okay? Specific belief regarding the books is that we believe the word of Allah. Bible or Injil, Torah, you have to believe it was the word of Allah once. For you to deny that is kufr. But you don't have to believe it now because it's changed now. Okay? It was the word of Allah once. Obviously, the Quran is always going to be like that. Second pillar of believing books is that they are revealed book. They are revealed book. Yeah, they're decreed from Allah Azza wa Jal. They're sent down by Allah Azza wa Jal to Jibreel. Okay, so Jibreel came to Isa, Musa, Ibrahim, Dawood, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He came to them with the book. So you have to believe that. Secondly, thirdly, we have to believe that. Obviously, also we have to believe now. Quran abrogated all that. Okay, Quran, and now the Bible and the Torah, these are all Zabur. They all abrogated by the Quran. Musa alayhi salam, Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu anhu was walking with Torah. Okay? And the Prophet saw he was walking with Torah, which is given to Musa alayhi salam. And Prophet said to Umar, "Yeah, Umar, if Musa was alive now, he would have no choice but to follow me." This is what Prophet said to Umar. And he's working with Torah. He didn't say you committed sin and all that, but he said, look, this is abrogated anyway. You know. Thirdly, we have to believe that every books, whatever they have mentioned in there is sadiq, sidq, is truthful. So what was revealed to what Musa and Isa, then the akhbar, the news was truth. But now we don't accept it because we don't follow that. But it's all Allah did not protect those books anymore. Okay, as He protected the Quran. So everything that Allah mentioned in the Quran, we believe it. Akhbar, the news. Okay, the stories of the Prophet. Okay, we believe them. You know, we don't deny that. Allah talks about the womb in the mother's belly. Allah talks about the birth of Isa alayhi salam. Allah, you know, all these things. Allah talks about the mountain. These are akhbar, these are news, we have to believe them. You can't deny them. And the fourthly is that believing the books is that we have to believe, we have to follow it. So we have to follow Quran. Quran have to be followed. How do you follow Quran directly? Can you follow Quran directly? La. We have to follow Sunnah. Sunnah explains the Quran. Some of the Salaf, some of the pious predecessors, they said that the Quran needs the Sunnah more than Sunnah needs the Quran. That's what they've said. Because Ibn Taymiyyah said, "As-Sunnah tufassir al-Quran." Sunnah explains the Quran. Okay? So when Allah said, وَمَا آتَكُمُ الرَّسُولُ فَخُذُوهُ وَمَا نَهَاكُمْ عَنْهُ فَانْتَهُوا, whatever Prophet give you, take it. Whatever he tells you to leave, you should leave it. Where do we go? Sunnah. Go to the Sunnah of the Prophet. So these are the four pillars regarding believing the books. What time is the adhan?
2 minutes.
2 minutes, yeah? So we'll take the Q&A now, inshallah. Next week we'll continue believing the messenger and the akhirah. Just a reminder for the sisters that if you want to attend the class, come at 7 o'clock, inshallah. Shall I 6:45, yeah?
It's a problem because the madrasa is that's when it ends around 7 o'clock. After that, that's why.
But they should have two mic, isn't it? I think this.
They're working on that, I think.
Well, upstairs they use maktab the whole floor.
Okay.
Okay, so we have separate first floor, separation.
So where can the sisters go so they can listen to?
They have to unfortunately come after 7:15. So the maktab finishes at 7:15.
So we start 7 o'clock then,
They
yeah?
can listen to it online, inshallah, the first 15 minutes.
Can we start? Okay, the sisters, unfortunately now they have to come at 7:15, and then we turn it on for them, inshallah. But you can listen to on the line as well at the same time. Okay. Okay, any Q&A, inshallah, take the question.
The 72 sects mentioned in the hadith, is it possible for some of them to be disbelievers?
This 72 sects, Ibn Taymiyyah was asked about it. He said, what it means is that the Prophet said the Muslim will divide into 72, 73, and 72 will go to the Jahannam, only one will be saved. And they said, who are this one group, Ya Messenger of Allah? He said, one says Jama'ah, unification, the other one says that where I'm upon now and my companions are upon now. Another nation said today. So Shaykhul-Islam said that it doesn't mean they're going to go to hell, they're threatened with the fire. They're threatened. Okay, they're Muslim, but they're threatened with the fire. So one of two Ummah of the Prophet ﷺ, Ummah divided into two categories. Ummatul Ijab, Ummatul Da'wah. Ummatul Ijaba is those who accepted the Da'wah. They are Muslims. And Ummatul Da'wah are the non-Muslims. So they are from Ummah of the Prophet ﷺ, but they need Da'wah. Okay? So these are two types of Ummah of Rasulullah. Ummatul Ijaba, Ummah means they responded to the Da'wah, accepted it. And Ummah of Da'wah is that they require Da'wah. They need to hear the Da'wah. They need to hear the Islam. Yes. So these 72 will go to the hellfire, and they are threatened with the hellfire. We cannot say they are going to the hell. It's in the hand of Allah.
Sheikh, you mentioned about following the Quran. So obviously we have to follow the Quran, right? So you said something. In order to follow the Quran, you have to follow the Sunnah. So can you just repeat that phrase?
Okay, the brother asking the question that to follow Quran you have to follow the Sunnah, because you can't follow Quran on its own. Understand? There are people called Quraniyun. They're not Muslims. They say only believe in Quran. I said, do you believe Khadija is the Rasulullah's wife? He said, yes or no? It's not in the Quran. Quran doesn't say Rasulullah married to Khadija. It's in the Sunnah, in the Seerah of the Prophet. Abu Bakr, Umar, Uthman, they are Khulafa Rashidin. Do you believe it or you don't believe it? If you don't believe it, you can't be a Muslim. It's in the Sunnah. Prophet mentioned in the Hadith. So that's one aspect, yeah. In Ibadah, Allah said, Aqimus Salah. Establish your prayer. Does it talk about how to pray in the Quran? No, you have to go to the Sunnah. Sallu kama ra'aytum nusalli. Okay, pray as they have seen me pray. So going to Hajj. Can you do Hajj based on the Quran? It doesn't talk about Hajj. It talks about Hajj, but it doesn't say how to make Hajj. What nullifies your Hajj? What to do in Arafah? What to do in Muzdalifah? What to do in Mina? It's all in the Sunnah. Without Sunnah, you can't perform Hajj. Without Sunnah, you can't perform your prayer. Subhanallah. So understand now, yeah? So it does Sunnah explains the Quran.
I think just what he meant was you know, for example, you said the Quraniyun, they're not Muslims. I'm sorry, yeah, they're not Muslim because of what they believe. So, but they're still another. They're part of a sect of Islam, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
No, they are not upon this. They are not Muslims. So they are outside fold of Islam. They are not 72.
What about the Jahmiyyah? What about the Jahmiyyah?
yeah, what were the Murji'ah?
No.
Imam Ahmad is-
Jahmiyyah Kuffar.
Yeah.
So they're not even part of the 73 sect.
Oh.
Okay.
This 73 is my ummah. Okay, divided into the Muslims. Okay, that's what I know. The Muslims, the ulama have explained, because Ibn Taymiyyah said they're threatened with the fire. Not they're not going to go to hell. They're threatened with the fire. Okay, so Qur'ani are not Muslim because what they believe. Qadariya, they are not Muslim because the Ghulat and Qadiani, they are not Muslim because they believe he's the Prophet of Allah. A'udhu billah. So how can they be Muslim? You can't pray behind them. طيب, so go on, أخي.
Sheikh, regarding irja, is the latest one irja al-fuhaqa? So
Irja fuqaha, they are fuqaha. They believe the murji of fuqaha. They believe imani, believe in the heart and statement of the tongue. That's what they believe. I don't go into much detail, but the fuqaha believe that. Yeah, go.
What's the definition of irja?
Irja, the ulama said, irja is to take action away from iman. That's what it is. So then we gave 4 categories of murji'ah. Okay, this is action got nothing to do with iman. As long as you believe it's enough, and we gave evidence that it's not enough. Then according to you, Abu Talib is a Muslim, Shaitan is Muslim, Fir'aun is a Muslim.
What about linguistically?
Language we explained all this, isn't it? So,
Irja, linguistically.
Oh, irja mean to dip off, to take off, to remove. Yeah, that's what it is. There are in the Quran as well. That's what irja is. Okay, ikhwan? Okay, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
Okay, let me just put this.